Hello, world. I hope you're listening. Forgive me if I'm young or speaking out of turn. There's some words that I've been thinking, and I think that they could be the words that might have saved me. Everybody fights over belief systems, and everybody fights over things that really in the end don't matter. But we're so wrapped up in ourselves, and we're so wrapped up in our own little circles, whether it's drama or so busy that we have no time for others, or we're oblivious. I've been doing a lot of growing the past year. Probably the past 2. More than I've ever done in my life. And the world that I see breaks my heart. For every good thing we have, there are 10 things that need to be done so that people will continue watching like news. If people are doing amazing, it doesn't sell. I grew up in a world where we played, and we had barbecues in our backyard every weekend, and our friends came over and we listened to music on a stereo, and we talked with real words to each other, not with emojis and holding our phone when we sit next to one another. And I had a terrible youth. People were cruel. But I'm so grateful I grew up in a time where, in order to make it, other people had to matter more than you. The television wasn't a big deal because we had dances and we had roller skating rinks and we had laser tag and we had the 49th Street Galleria. That's one of my favorite memories as a growing up teenager. It had bowling, roller skating, laser tag, and tons of video games. It closed down because they weren't making any money. And, I get it. Technology's awesome. But we've replaced a core part of humanity with tablets and cell phones and virtual meetings and virtual get-togethers, and we say that we're keeping close and we're keeping in touch, but we don't really know each other anymore. I was watching A Million Little Things, and everybody's lives are being torn apart by some of the most horrific things, and the only person that was okay at the end was the one that was completely torn up when the show started. And it's like, if it doesn't play like that, if tragedy doesn't happen, people lose interest. And if people are actually good to one another and take time to know each other instead of hopping between the sheets, it's not okay. You get bored. And I grew up where people kissed each other and you didn't even have a bedroom scene. And I know that makes me sound old. I was blessed to grow up to Silver Spoons and Benson and Webster and Family Ties and Alf. I wasn't bombarded with all the stuff that our kids and ourselves are bombarded with everywhere we look today. And I have so much gratitude for that. You know, I come to you in my own sorrow and my own pain, and if you're happy, I'm so happy for you. You know, so please don't take this as I'm knocking anyone. But living as a borderline personality person, I don't know how people can be happy in a world that is so distant. You know? My life has been the coronavirus before it hit, because it's very hard for somebody with borderline personality disorder and bipolar to make friends, because I don't quibble with the bullshit. You know, I speak immediately from a place of real, and most people can't handle that, and it makes my life incredibly lonely. So if any of you are out there and you're feeling disconnected and you're feeling your heart hurt because a drunk saved another alcoholic's life only to run him over when he was going home to renew his vows to his wife, while another family is broken because an adoption fell through and they didn't get their baby boy, and two people who really loved each other slept with each other before they knew each other and broke each other's hearts and are in love, but one's moving to England and one's moving on to a new woman with a kid. That's our world today, and that's so normal. And for the first time in my life, I'm glad that my two boys who died aren't living in this world, because I would hate to have them need to go through it as it is. Anyway, hello world, I hope you're listening. And just know that you're loved. Even if you hate everything I had to say, you're loved. Baruch Hashem Yahuwah, because without him I would be a dead person. I wouldn't be talking to you today. And remember to look at the people that you love and tell them. And as soon as this ban of being together lifts, go on a picnic. Don't stay home and watch a movie. Go play tennis, or go bowling, or go to the beach. Live like you are dying, or you could die, or you could lose them at any moment, because in the world we live in, each heartbeat is precious. Take care.